This chapter about our Earth's natural satellite. Let us now study about the moon and other satellites. As the Earth goes around the sun, the moon goes around the Earth. The moon is our Earth's closest neighbor in space. The moon is the Earth's natural satellite. A satellite is an object which revolves around a planet. The full moon is the brightest heavenly body in the night sky. It does not have any light of its own, but shines because it reflects the light of the sun that falls on it. It is smaller than the sun, though it appears to be of the same size. This is so because the moon is closer to us than the sun. The moon is about 384,400 kilometers away from the earth. It is smaller than the earth. The moon is a natural satellite of the earth. The surface of the moon is rough and uneven. It is made of great plains and huge mountains. There are big round hollows called craters on the moon. These craters are formed when pieces of rocks called meteorites dash into the surface of the moon. The surface of the moon is scarred with millions of craters. The rocks that were brought back to Earth by astronauts tell us that the surface of the moon is covered with dark grey dust. The moon is about 4,500 million years old, the same age the Earth. The different shapes of the moon, as visible from the Earth, are called its phases. The shape during a particular phase depends on the lighted part that can be seen by us at a time on Earth. There is no air or water on the moon. No life can exist there. The moon's gravity is one-sixth of the gravity of the Earth. On the moon, you can easily lift objects that would be too heavy for you to lift on Earth. There is no layer of atmosphere surrounding the moon's surface, so there is no protection from the strong rays of the sun. The side of the moon facing the sun is extremely hot, and the side away from the sun is too cold to support life. In the absence of air, no sound can be heard on the moon. The sky is always bleak, and there are no clouds to hide the sun. It is a lonely and silent place without any animals, plants, or lakes. The earth is surrounded by a layer of the atmosphere which absorbs a part of the strong heat of the sun and allows only a part to reach the earth during day. At night, it does not allow the heat of the earth to escape. The atmosphere protects us from dangerous radiations and meteors which would otherwise have fallen on the earth. The American spacecraft Apollo 11 landed successfully on the moon on 21 July 1969. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin stepped on the moon's surface, while the third astronaut, Michael Collins, remained in the spacecraft to circle the moon and keep in touch with the Earth. An opaque object is one through which light cannot pass. When light falls on an opaque object, its shadow is formed. The Earth and the Moon are opaque objects. When the sun's light falls on the Earth and the Moon, their shadows are formed and they play hide and seek. Eclipses are nothing but the shadows of the Earth and the Moon. The Moon constantly revolves around the Earth. At times during this journey, the Moon moves into the dark shadow of the Earth and does not receive any sunlight. Then it gets hidden from view. We call this an eclipse of the Moon or lunar eclipse. When the Moon is completely in the dark shadow of the Earth, it is a total lunar eclipse. When the Moon is only partly hidden by the dark shadow of the Earth, it is a partial lunar eclipse. When the Moon comes out of the shadow of the Earth, the eclipse is over and the Moon can be clearly seen. At the time of the eclipse, the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon are in a straight line as shown. A lunar eclipse occurs only at night. Just as the Earth casts a shadow on the Moon also casts a shadow on the Earth. When people in the shadow of the Moon cannot see the Sun, it is an eclipse of the Sun or a solar eclipse. When the Sun is completely hidden behind the shadow of the Moon, it is a total solar eclipse. When the shadow of the Moon hides only a part of the Sun, it is a partial solar eclipse. At the time of the eclipse, the Sun, the Moon, and the Earth are in a straight line. Once the Moon moves out of the line, the eclipse is over and we can see the Sun again. A solar eclipse occurs only during the day. You should not look at a solar eclipse with naked eyes. It can harm your eyes. Although the Moon's gravity is very weak, it is an effect on the Earth. It pulls the waters of the seas and oceans of the Earth, causing tides. Since the Moon is closer to the Earth than the Sun, the Moon's pull on the water is stronger than that of the Sun. The water of the seas and oceans on the side of the Earth facing the Moon is attracted upwards. This attraction causes high tides. In the areas between the two high tides, the water forms low tides. Artificial satellites are man-made objects which revolve around the Earth just as the Moon does. The Earth's only natural satellite is the Moon. Like the Moon, Artificial satellites reflect the sun's light and can be seen clearly in the night sky. The space age satellite, Sputnik 1, was launched to orbit began in 1957 when the first man-made in space by Russian scientists. Since then, thousands of satellites have been sent into space. On 12 April 1961, Major Yuri Gagarin of Russia became the first man in the world to go into space. Valentina Tereshkova of Russia was the first woman to go into space. On 3 April 1984, squadron leader Rakesh Sharma became India's first man to go into space. Who was the first Indian woman to go into space? Aryabhata, launched in 1975, was the first Indian satellite. Bhaskara, Rohini, Apple, INSAT 1A, INSAT 1B, INSAT 1C, INSAT 1D, INSAT 2A, INSAT 2B, INSAT 2C, INSAT 3B, INSAT 3C, INSAT 3A and INSAT 3E are some other Indian satellites. In April 2008, India launched CARTOSAT-2A, a remote sensing satellite, into space. Weather satellites take pictures of the movements of clouds and help us forecast weather. They can give us early warnings of dangerous storms or cyclones building over the seas, forest fires, floods, or moving glaciers. Astronomers use satellites to take special measurements of our solar system, stars, and galaxies. Space travelers like Rakesh Sharma, Kalpana Chawla, and Sunita Williams have inspired young people to go into space. Astronauts first learn about space. This takes years of hard work. There are telescopes on Earth to give them a clear view of space. Nowadays, there are Hubble's telescopes that float in space. They give a better view and more detail. The mission control on the Earth sends spacecraft with astronauts into space by means of rockets. In space stations, there are modules to work and modules to keep alive. Since there is no air in space, the astronauts have to wear spacesuits. Actually, these suits create a small atmosphere around their bodies. These special suits enable them to float. Spacemen have to do different jobs. Some do experiments, some work inside the shuttle, some do repair outside the spacecraft, some even fix satellites. When the mission is over, the astronauts come back in space shuttles. The shuttles can be used again and again, but rockets can be used only once. Questions for the said topic and answers in description.